Hello and welcome to today's Rocksmith developer stream. Thank you for joining us. My name is Doug Lilly. I am the host and community developer for Rocksmith, and I want to welcome you to today's Rocksmith Intermediate Exercise Volume 2 stream. We've got some prizes we're going to give away. We're going to play some songs involving incorporating the techniques used in these exercises, and we might have a special guest pretty soon. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at the exercise pack. This is, again, Intermediate Exercises, Volume 2. I'll be back with more prizes and music after that. And welcome back. There you have it, Rocksmith Intermediate Exercises, Volume 2. Two quick things I want to get out of the way. One, Brian Turner, UB Jurassic, is back. Welcome back, Brian. He'll be helping you. He'll take any of your questions that you have and get those to me throughout the stream. And he'll also be running any of the raffles that we have later on down the line. And right now, the Blue Angels are in San Francisco, so it's possible that throughout the stream you may hear jets rocketing overhead. Just ignore it. It's fine. It's good. So anyone who has watched any of the previous Rocksmith exercise streams knows who our first guest is going to be. So I'd like to introduce. You're not Greg Studley.
I am.
You are Greg Studley.
About?
Nice to meet you. Your hair has grown a lot in the. It's so full now.
Time machines. You come back. You've seen Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. That's what
adventure.
Is that what happens in the tubes? Herman Li, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. So what are you doing here in town today?
I'm coming here to strike fear
Oh,
among your note trackers.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
well,
man.
I think you've done.
Yeah. Oh my God, Herman is here. What is he bringing? Is he bringing the devil? Do we have to transcribe another 7-minute songs of? Yeah.
Maybe, probably, yeah. Well, I see. So you guys are playing in town tonight.
Yes.
So where are you playing?
We're playing at the August Hall, and we have some really cool bands with us called Dance with the Dead
Okay.
and Starkill, and I'm here to hang out with you guys.
Right,
'cause you guys are cool.
We appreciate that.
yeah.
Appreciate that. Yeah. So yeah, you're the new album just dropped a few weeks ago. Right around the time that we dropped a single here in Rocksmith. So yeah, how's the album going?
It's been going great. We launched the album at TwitchCon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fun. I mean, that's a pretty fantastic way of incorporating the modern media into the release.
Yeah.
I think that's
So that's the start of the tour, and we're now at our last 3 shows in California. So we're in San Francisco, and then Santa Ana tomorrow, and then Ventura.
okay.
And before we go on some Megadeth cruise. But
Which sounds fun.
It's been a lot of fun. I expect to see you guys later having a few drinks
Absolutely.
at the show. And of course, we also brought with us giant video game arcade machines for our stage.
Right.
Yeah.
We're too big to play, but big enough to stand in. if you need
Exactly.
to. Yeah.
Big enough to do guitar solos.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Thank you very much for stopping by. I know you've got to get ready for sound check tonight. You just want to stop by and say hello to people. Anything else you'd like to say to the Rocksmith players out there?
Keep practicing and keep enjoying the guitar. I think guitar, the most important thing is having fun. And I actually love watching people play Rocksmith as well, because it's actually really amazing to see.
You stopped by some of the streams, and in real life at TwitchCon you stopped by a Rocksmith streamer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's amazing seeing these guitar players growing up playing Rocksmith and now being so good on the guitar. So that's why I'm here. I want to, steal some of these exercises.
That's good. We'll send you some codes. They're yours. All right. Well, thank you very much, Herman Li. Now I believe we need to say hello to Greg. So we're gonna swap it out again. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you very soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. So right now we are going to do a little arranging. We decided to look just at me to save people the disgrace of being seen swapping out his chairs. It's fine. It's TV. Hello, actual
Back from the future.
Greg Sudley.
Yes.
Welcome
You
back.
said Bill and Ted's, right?
Bill and Ted. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And beside you, Sharon Ramita.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hey, Sharon.
I've been here the whole time.
You were.
Doug.
I didn't say a word.
It's cool.
So we are going to now take a look at some of the exercises.
Let's do it.
With this pack, Intermediate Volume 2. What are we looking at that's different?
Well, we're looking off kind of the same similar difficulty level that what we had in Volume 1. We've got different finger patterns that are being incorporated. A lot of kind of alternate switches between the strings when you're doing your patterns.
Yeah.
So if you were comfortable, or at least got comfortable, playing the first intermediate pack, this is going to be a small step upwards that you probably will be able to do, but you are also going to find that there's some additional techniques that you're probably going to have to master in this pack.
Okay, great. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first exercise we're going to play. And again, you will be playing the same instrument as our other guests.
Yes, even though all of these exercises are applicable for guitar parts and bass parts. So if you buy the pack, you get all 10, both guitar parts and bass parts, because they're separated in these. But I'll be playing whatever part the other guest is playing.
Yeah. In this case,
Cool.
Sharon, you're playing bass.
That is correct.
All right. So let's take a look at string switching. And again, we're just going to take a look at a couple of phrases.
So there's a little technique that isn't as explicit in here, but I'll see if I can explain what it's about. So ideally, you still want to make this as legato as possible, being that you want your notes to stay very connected when you're playing. You don't want them to be really choppy. But in order to do that, you sometimes have to roll your finger from string to string. So it's normally kind of, let's see, if we can find, like this point here, you're going to have to make sure that your finger can roll into the next string so that the notes stay connected. And that's kind of a technique all unto itself that isn't really part of linear playing per se, but it is a part of playing legato in a song, which is the majority of the time you're going to want your notes to be connected and to play legato.
Great. Thank you, Greg. Would we like to take a look at the next exercise?
Yes,
do it.
please.
All right.
I didn't practice that far. That's why.
Oh.
It's getting tough for me.
Next is going to be linear playing. Or did we just do linear playing? No, we didn't do
No,
that.
That
was
was
a
That was string
Strings.
switching.
I don't know what I wrote down.
There-
Linear playing is next.
Yeah.
That's what I got. I know what's going on.
I think
Me
this one also
too.
involves the finger rolls, though. So it's that same concept of if you're switching what string you're playing on, but you're staying on the same fret, a lot of times people will pick up their finger and move it. But as soon as you do that, your notes become disconnected.
Yes.
So if you notice as we're playing through this one, see if you can take your finger and actually lay it down onto the next string, and that will allow your notes to stay connected while you're playing.
Okay.
Okay.
I was on the 5th fret. Always make sure you're playing the right frets, by the way. That's actually something that's sometimes overlooked.
How important are frets?
Just as important as strings. So in all these instances, there you want to roll your finger over, roll it here, roll it here, roll it there, roll it everywhere.
Rolling.
Roll your finger. Yeah.
All right. I think, is that enough of
Well, I
that?
can play this all day.
It's almost like you know what's coming. It's that slow fade out.
Ooh,
We usually
that
don't
was
get fade out.
graceful.
That is good. That's nice.
Who came up with that
All
idea?
right. Okay.
I'm buying you a coffee, buddy.
Wow.
That was the most graceful exit of a song.
Yeah, we should do that more often.
You're getting fancy.
With so the song that we're going to use to sort of represent some of these techniques, I guess you need to switch out.
I do, but
hold
you
that.
can
I will
keep
help.
talking while we do it. See if you can be as graceful as that fade out.
Oh, probably not. No. September, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Even though it's October.
Even though it's October, there was some. Sharon had a problem with the fact that we wanted to play September
Did you?
A
in
little
October.
Bit. A little bit.
The name of the song doesn't dictate when we can and cannot play it.
Well,
I
I
think
don't know.
it's a good it's as good of a song in September. Wait, I did that wrong. It's as good of a song in October as it was in September.
Now I'm going to say that was definitively less graceful
Yeah,
than the fade
Yes.
out.
yeah. I almost had it. I just choked at the end there. It's
I'm not trying to play over you. I'm just calibrating.
oh no, it's fine. it's
just
fine.
just so everyone knows.
Right, just everyone knows you're calibrating. Yeah, because with unlike our normal weekly stream, there's a lot more swapping of instruments, just live on air. So we have to work around that some. But as a reminder, while that's going on, if you do have any questions for us here in the studio, make sure you reach out to UB Jurassic. Once more, that is Brian, the community manager for Rocksmith. He will get your questions this away so that we can take a look at some of those throughout the stream and answer some for you.
And a good reminder that if you are going to switch instruments, even at home, calibrate it
Calibrate.
because it's going to detect way better if you do.
You're gonna say I played this new guitar and I spent all this money on this new guitar and nothing's being picked up. It sounds weird.
Yeah.
It's not picked up. You got to calibrate.
And it should be fine then.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So here is September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. There's some linear playing.
Indeed. Aside from like the stuff we talked about, the exercises, just a good thing to realize about this guitar part. Can't do it while I'm doing that part. Okay. Is almost all of these notes are actually to be played using upstrokes.
Okay.
Because they're all happening off the beat, kind of in between the beats, and so playing this with upstrokes is actually the most. Oh, I missed that one. It's really the best technique to use if you can. But if you notice, I'm actually moving my hand constantly.
Yeah. Just to keep the beat.
Yeah. It's actually a pretty traditional thing in funk, is that you're really going to accent those upbeats.
Yeah.
And so an awesome groove. Thank you, Sharon.
You're welcome.
I could listen to this bass line like all day.
It's just grooving the whole time. I bet this song, if you could hear it without the bass line, would just like sit there. Like it wouldn't quite groove the same
Right.
without that bass line in it. But as soon as you throw that line, it just bounces
And
like that.
it keeps having these like, it's sort of like lets the listener know, hey, we're gonna start again. Like the way it sort of starts off, the way it kicks off.
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
very
and
sort
it,
of
and it
like-
shows where the cycle
just a bonus
is.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
It's
can
nice.
tell it's going to cycle around again. It gives you that momentum forward, and
It's a
then
lot
it
of
takes
fun.
you there.
I
Yeah.
like that one. I like that one a lot. I'm glad we went with it, even though it's October.
Even though it is. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you both very much. Well, Greg, I'm not gonna say goodbye to Greg. I can
I'll
pretend.
stick around for a while.
I can pretend. Sharon,
good.
I want to thank you for joining us and playing September with us.
Yep.
and-
It's always fun.
Good. Right
in
now,
October.
though,
Even in October.
what do you, even in October, what do you say we give away our first raffle
Nah.
of the stream? No.
let's-
Oh, sorry,
let's
everybody.
do it later.
Sharon says. Sharon says no.
says
We're not
no.
gonna do it. Here.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, yeah, don't tell Sharon. We're going to go ahead and run the raffle. So if you, we're going to do our first of 2 Ernie Ball prize packs. So if you are interested in winning one of these Ernie Ball prize packs, please listen to what UB Jurassic is saying in the chat. Once more, UB Jurassic is also known as Brian Turner. He is the community manager for Rocksmith, based out of North Carolina, and he's helping us out today. Well, like normal. But he's running this raffle, so he will give you instructions on what you need to do to enter this raffle and win. If you do win, Brian, under the guise of UB Jurassic, will reach out to you through Whisper, and he will collect from you your full name, your shipping address, and your telephone number. We need all of that information in order to get your prize to you. If you are outside of the U.S., we do ship internationally, but it helps us out tremendously if you are able to break up your address line by line to make it easier for me to send your package out and not have it returned in several months. It's the best way to make sure you win what you're supposed to win. If you win, by the way, you're going to get 2 sets of strings, 1 6-string set for your guitar, 1 4-string set for your bass. You're going to get a dozen picks from Ernie Ball. You're going to get 3 bonus picks, the Spectrum Plectrum, which I think I messed up saying, from us here at Rocksmith. You're going to get a bright red Ernie Ball guitar strap, a package of Wonder Wipes. Those will help keep your guitar's body, fretboard, and strings clean, fresh, just working better for longer. And you're also going to get a peg winder from Ernie Ball to help you, attach those new strings that you just won. So yeah, if you would like a chance at winning one of these, please listen to what Jurassic is saying in the chat, and he will help you get what's coming, which in this case would be an Ernie Ball prize pack, if you are the winner. I think we are almost ready to say hello to our next guest. Almost, maybe not quite. We're getting there. In my periphery, there's a lot of activity. I don't know what's going on. I won't acknowledge it until they seem like they're ready. Oh, hey, I think they're ready. Hello again, Greg Sudley.
Oh, hey there.
Hi. And it's actually you this time.
Yeah. That's right. This time it is me.
And to your left, Francois Long.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Thank
How's it
you.
going? I see you brought. Is that your?
It is my
yeah.
chat.
We have. It's been a little while since we've seen that one.
Yeah.
Hasn't it?
Yeah, since the show and tell
Show and tell.
Encore.
Yeah.
I
That
think
was a
maybe.
few months ago. That sounds
Yeah.
right. That sounds right. So in addition to the exercise that we're about to play, let's see what song. Oh, yeah, we kind of picked the songs already. Usually we would let the guests have more say. No, I think it's mostly just been the two of us that have been picking for the most part.
The great thing is, no matter which way you say it happens, no one's going to know the truth.
It's true. It's true. What narrative shall we craft? No. I think it's mostly you and I.
I think we used a Ouija board.
Was that a dartboard?
Oh, that's right. This week it
Yeah,
was a dartboard.
we affixed the Ouija board
it was last
to the
month?
wall
Was that
and
last
threw
month?
darts at it.
Have you ever
Yes.
used tarot to recite the songs?
What?
Have you ever seen I Ching?
Maybe next
Oh.
time.
Next time?
Okay.
Yeah.
Next time. Yeah. We'll,
Okay,
we'll
sounds
we'll
good.
mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
No, but I think this one was a late entry that I added in without letting you know.
It was, but I think we know someone who likes this band.
Yeah. So
So
the
it-
band that we
it will
will be
work.
playing in a short while is Pixies.
There's a hint.
Yeah.
Actually.
There's a
There's
hint.
oh yeah, there's a hint. He's wearing the shirt. He knew what's coming. But first, we're gonna take a look at Hammer-ons. Now, there are some Hammer-ons in
Got
the
many Hammer-ons.
lead part
Yeah,
to
in the lead,
song
yeah.
that we're gonna play. Not so much on the bass.
Not so much on the bass. I'm
Not
just
so
going to
much
be
on the
jamming with them.
Okay.
The bass has its own stuff going on, and if I had played it today, I could tell you what that was.
Right.
So instead, I'll say, you know what? You're just going to have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm going to have to do.
So for this pack, the Intermediate Exercise Volume 2 pack, the Hammer-ons and pull-offs both are a sort of returning. So it starts. At
Yeah,
one
they're
point.
combination exercises. So if you played the easy packs, you'll notice that you're doing either hammer-ons or pull-offs. When you get into the intermediate packs, and this is the same as last time, is you're actually doing combinations of hammer-ons and pull-offs.
Yep.
What it's essentially doing is preparing you for some legato playing, like more advanced techniques where you're hitting the string once and doing a lot of stuff with your fingers thereafter. So all this is prepping you for that. So what you're going to see here is a combination of a hammer-on starting off, that immediately is followed by a pull-off, all with one pick stroke to make it happen.
Okay.
And once you're done, you two can be Herman Li.
Yeah. You'll need to run it through a few times.
Yeah, he said that, not me. I'm not validating that.
Is Herman still in the building?
Yeah.
All right. So here is a look at the Hammer-on exercises from this week's pack.
And it also covers here all combinations that you can do with your fingers. So we've covered this in some of the others, but you got 1-2-1, 1-3-1, 1-4-1, 2-3-2, 2-4-2, and 3-4-3. So essentially that's
all the combinations.
That's what you're going to get. And as tempted as you may be, if you are uncomfortable using your pinky, to use something other than your pinky, don't give in. Like this is one of those things where you can actually use the exercise to train your pinky to be just as good of a fretting finger as all the others.
Don't neglect the pinky.
No, that's a good T-shirt. I may have to replace my Adequate Performance shirt with "Don't neglect the pinky."
We'll see. I haven't copyrighted it, so it's up for grabs. Do one more.
Yeah, why not?
Up.
I think you should have a shirt that says Pinky Power.
For some reason, reason, I think I've already seen that shirt.
Really?
All right. I wonder if we're gonna get the. Oh, there's that nice fade out.
Oh, there it is.
I do appreciate.
Oh, now I'm
that.
missing all my notes though.
It's fine. We're not gonna look at the score for this one. It's fine. So yeah. Hey.
Hey there.
No. Just hey.
Oh, just hey.
Yeah. Hey.
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 By the
to
Pixies
meet you.
is what we're. Hey. We're gonna play Hey. By the Pixies.
We are.
That's where I was going with that. I
Idiot.
took the long way to get there. I know what I'm doing. It's fine. Everything.
As long as one
everything is
person
under
here
control.
knows, we're all good.
Yeah. This is just my playground to put you in just unfortunate situations where you have to respond to the dumb things that I say.
Sounds
That's
good.
my favorite way to do it. All right. So we're gonna take a look at Hey by the Pixies that utilizes some hammer-ons as well as other
Pull-offs.
techniques, probably, and hammer-offs, pull-offs.
I think there's a lot of linear playing in the bass part, if I remember from the other day.
Been trying to meet you.
There it is.
Lady.
I love the noise. I love the noisiness of it. So a big part of the exercises, and these exercises again, these are mostly for mechanical improvements.
Yes, they're not.
this is
They're
more-
not. I wouldn't suggest using this as music listening to in your.
Well,
in the
what I'm
car.
saying it's more for the physicality of playing rather than like a theory.
Oh yeah, yeah.
approach.
There's not a. I guess you could argue there's a music theory aspect to it, but no, it is for hand mechanics. If you want to think about
Right.
it that way, so that when you get into a song and you have to execute something, that your fingers already understand the technique, they know how to move, they know that they're strong enough to do it, and you can execute.
Right, right,
Yes.
and having your fingers be able to work independently of one another.
Yes,
'Cause I
very
was
much
thinking,
so.
you know, none of the exercises cover things like oblique bends, but by training your fingers to work alone, well, or in conjunction with one another, but independent of the other fingers, that's where something where like oblique bends can you can help your capacity for those.
Oh yeah, one difficult skill is going to build off of simpler skills.
Yeah.
So if you are training yourself for things like hammer-ons and pull-offs, that actually builds a lot of finger strength, so that when you need to do something even just like a regular bend, if you're not used to doing it, your hand actually is stronger
Yeah.
for being able to do those things. So yes, it will help with the more advanced techniques as well.
Great, great. Francois, so what do you think? Have you been able to play Pixies on stream before?
No, this is my first time.
This is your first time?
Oh,
Playing the Pixies.
Is this
Nice.
Despite, wearing the shirt.
right, right, right. Well, I think it's, I
I'm
guess
sure
that's-
Elliot has a spreadsheet that's
of how many
the
times you've had
so this whole time you've just been hinting to us that you want to play Pixies on stream.
Yeah, and now you know what other bands I'd like to play on the stream.
Yeah.
Do
Yep.
do I? Was I not paying
Well,
attention?
you'll have to go.
Well,
watch
we're just
all
going
the
to look at the
streams.
archives of what
Okay.
shirts he's been wearing, obviously.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Francois,
Thank you.
and demonstrating some techniques and that song "Hey" by Pixies. Right now, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to take a look at a video that explores session mode, which is takes a look at more of the theory side of things and getting to know your fretboard in a different manner than the sort of more physical. Would you say that's accurate?
Yes.
Cool. The metaphysical guitar playing. While that's going on, we're giving away 5 copies of this week's exercise pack. Once more, that is Rocksmith Intermediate Exercises Volume 2. We're going to give away 5 copies of that for Steam right now. Ubisoft is going to give those away during this video. So good luck on that. Please enjoy, and we'll be back with more music right after that.
In session mode, you're in control of your own reactive band. This isn't like a static backing track or a metronome or a drum loop or anything. These are AI musicians that are actually listening to what you're playing, and that musician has a bag of tricks. They have their riffs and their ideas that they want to offer into the jam session. So this is session mode, and right now I've hooked up a drummer, an AI musician that's just been waiting for me to play with him. So when I start playing, the drummer starts playing with me. If I play really quiet and subdued, the drummer's also going to play really chill along with me. But if I start playing harder and ramping up the intensity, the drummer is going to follow me. But we wanted to do more than just playing along with the drummer, so we went further, and we actually made a whole band of AI musicians to play along with. So you'll notice at the bottom of the screen is the Rocksmith interface. And right there in the center is the scale. What session mode is telling you is, play any of those notes and it's going to sound good with the band. We have over 75 instruments for you to choose from. We have tons of different drums, different basses, guitars, keyboards, a bunch of synthesizers. You can affect the volume and the pan of each of the AI musicians. You can affect the tempo. You can change anything about your virtual jam session. Session mode actually has a lesson plan built into it, and that's the mission system. First mission, all you have to do is just play with your drummer. Later missions, Add a couple more instruments, speeding you up all the way to be able to actually improvise and start creating on your own. Session mode isn't just for guitar. It also works with bass, even works in multiplayer, so you can have your friend come over, you can play bass, he can play guitar, you guys can play along with a virtual band. So we're really excited about what we've done, and we're very proud to continue to push forward new ways to learn and create.
Hello and welcome back to this week's Rocksmith Developer Stream. I am and remain Doug Lilly, your host and the community developer for Rocksmith. We've had some guests today. Wanted to one more time thank Herman Li for stopping by, and hopefully that'll be a really fun show tonight. I'm sure it will. Right now, we're going to say hello to our final set of guests. Well, you already know one. You know Greg's going to be here. You can still be excited about that. You should be excited about that. But you know he's here.
Maybe it's Herman.
You weren't on mic. Try again.
I said maybe it's Herman.
No, probably not. He's
Probably-
already got. I don't think he's.
I'm
I
not
think he's
Herman.
gone.
Yeah,
That's
No.
not me.
Hello,
Oh.
Akshay.
Oh, there you are.
welcome.
Oh, hi.
If only you
Hi.
had turned, you would have known. You would have
How's it
known.
going?
Going really well. Welcome back to the stream, Akshay.
Thank you.
I see you've brought your bass.
My Traben Havoc, just to get in front of all the
It's
questions
right.
of what that bass is. It's Traben Havoc, the signature
Yeah.
bass of John Moyer of Disturbed. Not really in production anymore, but hey.
Not John Mayer,
Not John Mayer,
just in case you didn't hear him.
Moyer. Yeah.
The signature bass of John Mayer, who doesn't play bass.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you agreed to play the song.
Yeah.
What happened?
So everybody here knows that I'm an excellent bass player, right? This has been well
Wouldn't argue
established.
that.
I've never messed up a bass track
Right.
in my life.
Correct.
Not that I've ever paid attention to.
Yep, on or off stream. And so we are going to play the lessons. We're going to play a song, right? The song, definitely going to nail it 100%. The lessons, though, I could do it perfectly. I
Yeah.
just want to, for demonstration purposes, show it off as though I've never seen it.
As though you're sight reading.
As though I'm like seeing this for the very first time.
And I
Sure.
actually want to, if I may, I just want to compliment you on doing this.
Yeah.
Because for someone at your skill level
Yeah.
to then be able to pretend that they are at a lower
Yeah.
skill level is quite a feat. I'm assuming that you must have practiced not playing as well
Yep, that's
in order to be able to pull this off.
many hours, uncountable hours. You literally
Wow.
can't count how many hours.
I should have made I should have made an exercise of not playing as well as you think you do.
just like really
Yeah,
awful.
I don't even know how I would do that, but I'm very tempted now because you're
Yeah.
very inspiring.
Yes, no, that is why I'm the greatest. That's yes.
Yeah.
And in summary, thank you. Yes, yeah, thank you.
Oh yes,
So
I'm sorry. I should have clapped.
thank
All right.
Please forgive me.
Well, let's take a look at the first of these as if we were sight reading them exercises. This is going to be string skipping. And again, these exercises do speed up. And we are at the fastest section.
I want to say you're doing great because you're not, and therefore you're doing exactly as you had planned. So I'm going to
All
say
planned.
you're doing great because you're not. Now I'm going to try.
mean, it looks like a sight read.
I'm going to attempt this because you're very inspiring. How am I
See, you're
doing?
playing too many notes. See, like
Oh.
I'm stopping and not playing half of them. There. Wow.
Is that good?
Your sustain is overselling it. Gosh.
Hold on. I think I got the last
No,
note.
we're done.
There you go.
You got the last
Whew,
note.
nailed
That
it.
was
Perfect.
good.
Well
that was
got.
actually pretty good. Well done playing it poorly.
All right.
I learned from the best
and,
or
let's
from the
see.
worst.
I'm sorry. I tanked your lesson. I
Well, let's
ruined
see.
this stream.
Well, let's see how pull-offs look.
This was slightly better, actually. That's
Okay,
not too bad.
okay.
My brain has a tough time like reading the notes coming in for the string skipping sometimes. It's just like a unique
You know what
way
helps?
of showing the
You
notes.
know what
right?
helps with that?
Practice?
It's really good.
Yeah.
You're really
Yeah,
good.
I'm on the ball. I know it. I know what I'm missing.
I know what I'm doing.
I know
here.
what's up.
All right. So
All right,
yeah,
we're
this
going to
is
make a better attempt at this one. Maybe.
Yeah.
Now that one, it really is pinky time.
Oh, yeah.
Pinky time.
pinky time.
better. Easy squeezy.
It's not bad.
I guess I shouldn't
lowest
call
string.
it easy squeezy. I should call it like intermediate squeezy. But
It's
it
too
just-
late for a rebrand.
It doesn't. Yeah, it just doesn't really flow.
I wasn't paying attention to most of that.
I'm not sure there
I'm
was
okay.
a reason to. Let's
Yeah.
just be honest about that. Yeah. I'm sorry, did you say something, Doug? I wasn't paying attention.
No, I didn't.
Oh, all right then.
I didn't.
Ooh.
All right.
That on that lowest string, it's really hard. Real hard.
It's the reach around that actually makes the
It's
hammer-ons and
like, I
pull-offs.
gotta go,
yeah.
like,
Hammer-ons
your
and
wrist.
pull-offs are actually a lot easier within this range, and this goes for guitar and bass. But the further you have to reach around,
Yeah.
the more complex it becomes for your fingers, specifically your pinky because it's the shortest. So
Well, for songs like some songs will have you like moving up and down, and you're like moving constantly. But for these exercises, it's good practice for endurance.
Yeah.
Just like
Oh,
staying
yeah.
there and finding a position that works.
So if you do need to basically change the shape of your wrist to access, say you're mostly playing down here, and then you do need to move up here. Do you tend to just change your arm? Do you tend to move the instrument itself?
it very much depends on how you're playing. So if you are sitting down, it's actually very difficult to change the angle of the instrument
Yeah.
while you're sitting.
Totally.
But if you're standing and you have the strap, you can shift the instrument while the strap is on, and it actually still works okay. So I'd say it really is dependent on the situation.
So even if you are sitting, if you're playing seated with a strap, you might be able to get some of that movement of the guitar body.
You might be
Not as much.
if you're sitting like this, the guitar's not going to move much unless
Yeah.
you actually have it raised a good bit to be able to shift it. I do most of my practicing standing up for that reason.
Yeah.
That sometimes if I over practice while I'm sitting, then certain muscles in my body kind of tense up just
Yeah.
because I can't shift the instrument around at all. So what I found is if I practice standing up, it actually does alleviate that and allows you to move the instrument as needed while you're playing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're still calibrating.
Do we?
for
Is this
last
actually a
song.
calibration, or is this
Yeah,
behind the
we'll
screens?
go ahead.
Are
We'll
we-
go ahead and calibrate while this.
Oh
is
sure. Hey, yeah, why not?
Keep going.
Let's do it.
So something to talk about while we're calibrating.
Ready, go.
Sure. Chat says neck grip change from classic to full. That's just the first thing I read. I don't know what the context of that was. That was from Idle Movement in the chat.
Wow.
So I don't.
good name.
I don't know what that. Hopefully, I didn't say anything mean. I just read the first line that I saw.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's probably safe to do.
Out of
on the
context,
internet.
that's a little difficult to respond to.
Change from classic to full.
Classic to full.
Well, let me put it this way. I can't say that I entirely agree with the comment, but I certainly wouldn't dispute it.
Defend your right to say to comment on it. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So the song that is going to be played as if it were practiced.
Uh-huh.
What are we doing? Black Magic Woman.
This
Yeah.
song,
By
by the way,
Santana.
has an awesome bass line.
It's amazing. It's really fun, actually. I really enjoy
this.
it.
Yeah, this. I mean, the guitar line's awesome too, obviously, because Santana. But a song worth learning for either instrument for sure.
Yeah, and this is another like strong groove. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
you could just have this bass line going
It's a
all day.
it's like the Latin jazz, like a standard sort of pattern that you learn. How to
Yeah.
do. It's really good. Oh,
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
All right, here is Black Magic Woman from Santana, 1970 was this release.
I like that organ line
Yeah,
too.
yeah, it's gritty.
A little early.
not that one.
Perfect.
I did practice.
Upstrokes.
Now you asked me before,
Yeah.
how much do frets matter? That's how much they matter. Because if you don't get the right fret, that's what you get. And yes, upstrokes. To answer your question that I neglected.
That's fine.
Classic or full? Shit, I messed myself up.
Turn your back on me, baby. Turn your back on me, baby.
That feel right there is just worth knowing. Just that little chromatic
Turn your
thing.
back on me, baby. Stop messing around with your tricks. Don't turn your back on me, baby. You just might pick up my magic sticks. Got your spell on me, baby. Got your spell on me, baby. Yes, you got your spell on me, baby. Turning my heart into stone. I need you so bad.
Got some Latin jazz you're playing over there?
I think so.
I think I am, not sure.
Don't forget to breathe.
Talking and playing is hard. And breathing is hard.
Don't forget to breathe, everybody.
Now we're entering the yes part of the song.
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
Pretty sure I said yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was yes. Songs don't normally go from minor to major. That's something cool about this song is this entire song is in D minor until the end, then it goes to D major. It's kind of a nice switch at the end. If you don't have a 22nd fret, just bend at the 21st fret. What chord is that? It's that one.
That one.
Oh, it's that chord.
Tired of that whole part? Well, here's more.
So fun. Greg being very dynamic. Dynamics are very important in that song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you really, when you needed to be soft, you were very soft. It was nice to see.
Thank you.
I don't like the way you said soft.
No, we'll just
I
do it
really
when
don't.
you needed to
That
play
was
softly. Look, let's not make a weird thing about it. Sometimes we need to play softer, and you did so appropriately to
Yep.
the song.
It's
I don't
perfect.
see
Let's
why-
keep talking
We're
about.
just talking about dynamics.
You're very soft.
Crescendos,
It's very.
day crescendos.
You got a real
It's
supple
funny
look about
because
you.
I use this hard pick. So, you know, you'd wonder, can you play soft with a
Let me
hard
start.
pick? Apparently you can.
You can.
Yeah.
You can.
I mean, this is the good stuff right here.
Yeah, I had I was playing along this time.
Were you? Oh, you were.
You're at the
Ah, we had
shaker.
some extra. We had some extra
My
percussion
jingle-
going on.
jingle
Yeah,
bells
yeah,
that
there you
I've
go.
kept back here since the holiday stream. Yes. So I got to play it too.
No wonder I had the extra groove going
Yeah,
on.
yeah, I
Hell
was- I
yeah!
was- I
All
was
right,
just
yeah.
helping keep
All
down
right.
that rhythm section.
You know what I like best about it?
What's
You're
that?
extremely dynamic with it.
What do you mean by that, Greg Studley?
Well, sometimes you shook it really hard, and other times you just it's very subtle. I wouldn't call it soft as much as I would
Yeah, don't say soft.
subtle.
Yeah.
I was playing piano.
Just so you know, we're like this all the time.
It's true.
This
it
is
true.
really
We,
just
much.
yeah. Thank you, Akshay, for
Thank
joining
you
us and
for letting me do
letting
this
us
to your stream.
put you through this. It's just this sideways gone stream. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining
Yeah,
us
of course,
and
it
for
was
playing that. And I think it's time for our last giveaway.
I say we do it.
Of the I think we should.
Wow.
So if you're still hanging around and you want to win the second of 2 Ernie Ball prize packs, well, now's your time. You have a chance to win everything that you see on your screen right now, which includes 2 sets of strings, 1 6-string set, 1 4-string set for your bass. You're going to have a dozen picks from Ernie Ball, 3 picks from us here at Rocksmith in Ubisoft Studio San Francisco. You are going to get a red Ernie Ball guitar strap. You're going to get a package of Wonder Wipes from Ernie Ball, and you are going to get a peg winder. All of that from Ernie Ball. Please just listen to what UB Jurassic, that is Brian Turner, our community manager, listen for what he says in chat for your instructions on how you can win. If you do win, you will get a whisper from Brian from UB Jurassic to try to get your information. Once more, we do need your name, your telephone number, and your full shipping address, preferably broken down line by line to make things easier for me, because I appreciate that. Right now, I think we're going to say thanks once again to Greg Studley. We did have a couple of questions that I want to go over right now. Both from totally, and I never quite got the pronunciation from the Encore stream that we had last week. Totally not. I think it's Fio. I'm not totally sure, but they're back in the chat. They wanted to know if we will ever see a pack of the easy exercises or a pack of like all Volume 1, basically a combined pack with like all of Volume 1 exercises or all easy exercises. Don't know.
Yeah,
Don't know.
I don't know if there's been discussion about that.
There, in the past, there have been packs made up of loose kind of singles, but I don't know if there's been a sort of collection of packs. But who knows what the future will hold.
The cool thing is, if we're aware that some people might be interested in that can be a discussion worth having.
Yep.
So thank you for letting us know that might be something that you guys would be interested in. But I don't know. I don't know where that would end up.
Yeah. Also from Totally Not Fio, which again I apologize if I'm butchering that name. If we're gonna see any gear packs, which I assume means like pedals and effects. That's what I assume they mean by that. Again, there's something else that hasn't really been a conversation. But nothing is necessarily off the table. So I'm sorry we don't have a definitive answer one way or another for you. But just let you know that we are looking, we are listening for these types of requests. So keep them coming. A place that you can keep those requests coming, those types of requests coming, because if they're song requests, obviously the song request page is the way to go. But for things like features or different types of content, forums are great. If you go to rocksmith.com, click the button to see our forums there. You can also check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/rocksmith. I'm telling you this as if you're gonna, you need to know.
You could why don't you just send me a link?
Sure. Well, they might be on the screen right now. They are directly beneath me.
Even better.
We are also on Twitter and Instagram. We are at Rocksmith Game on both of those channels. Coming up next week, we've got new music. There will be a clue in the forums tomorrow. I believe that will be up. I believe that will be posted by UB Syraxia. So that's going to be one of our early clues if you're in Pacific time. If you're in UK time, probably afternoon, early evening.
Whatever he says.
UB Jurassic can probably tell you about what time it'll be posted. I'm asleep when it's posted because I'm a sleepy guy. But when I wake up, I'll see if you figured out the clue. And so almost every Friday, most Fridays, there will be a clue in our forums that will help some of the people who participate and try to solve the clue, to learn one of the songs and usually the name of the pack itself. So all of that can be revealed. Otherwise, we'll be posting more about next week's pack on Sunday. And then I think that's about all we've got today.
I think it is.
We will have an encore this month. That encore will be a
Oh,
week
that's
earlier
right.
than usual. That will be on Monday, I think the 21st. If the 21st is a Monday, then that's the Monday it's going to be on.
I believe it is the
checking right
21st.
now. 21st. So usually it would be the 28th. Usually it's the last Monday of the month. I'm just going to be out of town that week. And since we're scheduling things around my needs, it's going to be the 21st. So look for more information on that very soon. Again, thank you, Greg Studley,
Of course.
for
Happy to
hanging
be
out.
here.
And we will see you next week. Here's when we'll look at Rocksmith Intermediate Exercises Volume 2. Bye.